Welcome to the Love Hub channel, where we discuss matters of the heart and give relationship advice to women. In today's episode, we are going to talk about how you can meet someone in 2023. This is a bit tricky because you know that attitudes these days are just so different from way back in the early 2000s or even in the 90s. It almost feels like it's hard to meet someone anymore. Everybody is just so glued in to the social media world. But we will give you some helpful tips. Now remember, the Love Hub is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge women here. We are your safe space. Now let's get to the topic. Now remember, if you're going to meet someone, you actually have to go out into the world and interact with people. It'll be hard for you to forge new relationships if you're just at home, glued to your computer. So try to put your social anxiety aside and find the strength to go out and meet new people. So how do we meet someone in 2023? Number one, travel. Yes, traveling is so expensive these days, and I'm not saying that this is the only way, so hang on, you will find other tips in the rest of the video. But if you do have the means to travel, then take this opportunity to discover the world and meet new people. And even though traveling these days may cost a pretty penny, remember, there are ways to cut down costs. You don't have to be traveling in luxury. You don't even have to travel outside of your country. There are many places for you to visit and discover new cultures. If you also happen to be an adventurous person that loves to seek out new thrills, it's very possible that you will meet someone exactly like you when you are traveling because they enjoy it too. You may also end up meeting someone who may come from a different culture than you, but who will bring a lot of new and wonderful things into your life. Number two, clubs. And no, we're not talking about late night partying. We're talking about clubs that will cater to your hobbies and your interests. For example, if you were the type of person that loves reading literature and really delving into stories and the chaotic, melodramatic lives of authors and poets, then you might want to check out your local book club. You're probably thinking to yourself, do book clubs still exist? Believe it or not, they do. Simple Google search online will show you book clubs that are within your towns or cities. If you still have a Facebook account, you can actually check your town's local Facebook group. Normally, they will post all the available clubs and charters that are within your area. This is a great way to meet people that share the same interests as you. Number three, church. If you're a religious person, then going to church is usually a no-brainer. It's a perfect place to forge new relationships and have the opportunity to feel like you really belong in a community. Church groups have a lot of activities. They do a lot of charity work together. They put up a lot of events together. So this will be the perfect time to meet somebody that shares the same religious beliefs as you. Number four, charity organizations. We just talked about how churches usually put up a lot of charity events, and that's great. Now, if you're not the religious type, but you still want to do a lot of good for people who are less fortunate than you, then joining charity organizations will be an amazing thing to do. It not only allows you to help other people in need, it also opens you up to new experiences, new friendships with people. This is an amazing way to not just meet somebody in 2023 to date, but it's also amazing to forge new friendships with people who are just as loving and as caring as you, with people who share your morals and your principles. Number five, the local bar. Yes, a while ago I was saying we were not talking about that type of clubbing. Well, now we are. The local bar is the perfect way to meet new people, people who are probably seeking the same needs and desires as you. So this is the perfect place to just kick back and relax and meet new people. Now, I can't talk about the local bar without reminding you ladies to please be careful. When you're going out, make sure you have a buddy system in place. We can have fun, but if we have too much fun, sometimes it can be dangerous. So please be safe. Number six, sporting events. Sporting events is the perfect way to meet men. Men love sports. Now, if you are not the type of person that will join the sports team, then just go to the sporting events. I'm sure that your local area has a lot of them. This is also a great way to really integrate yourself within your community because you are now cheering for your local sports teams, and that's perfect. You can really learn to develop that hometown pride, and it will just bring you a lot of connections with other people. Sporting events are great because they have a lot of energy, they have a lot of enthusiasm, and that's the kind of environment that you would want to meet somebody in. Number 7, the park. Sounds so cliche, I know. It's basically how all rom-com stories begin. But after years of lockdown, people love just being outside and breathing in fresh air. They love forging connections with people. The park is the perfect place to do this. If you're a dog parent, this may be the perfect time to meet other dog parents. We're not saying use your puppy to go score a date. That's not what we're saying at all. But it is great to find somebody who shares that same passion with you. We love our pets more than anything in this world. It will be so amazing to find someone who has the same level of love and affection for their pets that we have for our own. And let's be honest, the park is an amazing place to just relax and let go of all of your stress and anxiety. When you're surrounded by nature, there's something about it that brings a lot of peace and clarity to your mind. So it will be an amazing place to meet somebody new. Number 8. Classes. When we say classes, we're not saying go back to high school even though you finished it like 20 years ago. We mean, if you are interested in a particular hobby or a particular skill and you want to really improve on it, go ahead and take classes for it. Now, this may be a little tricky because a lot of our interests as females may not be really something that men are into. So, for example, makeup. If you're really interested in makeup, you would take makeup classes, but I highly doubt that the man of your dreams is going to be in a makeup class, but hey, you never know. However, there are certain interests that bring men and women together. For example, if you've always been interested in art and you really love to paint, you love to create, you love to sculpt, whatever, go take an art class. A lot of men take this too. There's acting classes, there's cooking classes, there are so many lessons that you can take that can help you develop your new skills and really open you up to new experiences and relationships. These are just some of the ways you can meet someone in 2023. Remember, if you really want to meet someone, you have to go out there and make it happen. You can't just sit at home and expect that they will ring your doorbell.